Hey all, my name is Brian Buckle, and today I'm going to be going over one of the greatest albums, in my opinion, 1984 by Van Halen. 84 was released in January of 1984. The group at the time consisted of Eddie and Alex Van Halen, David Lee Roth, and Michael Anthony. This was their sixth album together, and by this time they had already created a name for themselves. Rock and roll style was able to land them multiple top 10 albums, including Diver Down at 3 and Van Halen 2 at number 6. Over time, 1984 would be the last album created by this group, as David Lee Roth would leave and be replaced by Sammy Hagar. A popular song from this album would be Jump. Unlike most of their music beforehand, this song included a synthesizer to match the rest of the popular music during the 80s. For this song were written by David Lee Roth. However, they don't really hold much meaning, so it's not worth looking into that much. When I first heard this song, I was filled with energy. It really pumps you up, makes you feel good. It's got an overall positive vibe to it. And although the lyrics don't really have that much meaning, you don't really need powerful lyrics in a song like this. It's overall just like hype up a crowd. Instruments pull all the weight and jump, and overall it's just a great song. The outstanding song on this album would be Panama, the third song. The drums really stand out, and you can even hear Eddie Van Halen revving his Lamborghini in the background. The song are written about a race car, even though it might not sound like that at sometimes. Like almost every other Van Halen song, the lyrics for Panama have no real meaning and just add to the overall vibe of the song. For some reason I ever became a professional MMA fighter, this is a song I'd want to walk out to. It can just power you up even if you've never heard the song before, and I feel like it'd get a whole crowd going. The revving of the engine is a pretty cool touch or addition to the song that you don't really see often in many other songs, so it's pretty cool. What we're going over is called I'll Wait. It's the seventh song on the album and one of the lesser known songs, but it still holds up to today. This song also includes a keyboard. Along with Eddie Van Halen's guitar, the song really fits in with the rest of the 80s popular music at the time. From the song came from David Lee Roth looking outside of his hotel window and seeing a model on a billboard. It's kind of funny how something that simple like looking out your window can create a whole song. The song is a little bit of a slower pace than some of the other songs on the album, but the guitar solo by Eddie Van Halen is just so cool and amazing. It's really crazy like what you can do with the guitar when you're that skilled. It's such a catchy song that can get stuck in your head at any time because of just David Lee Roth's lyric writing and just how relatable the song can be to anyone who listens to it. The rest of the songs on this album, this song has really just like an upbeat, positive vibe to it that just makes you hype. The song may not have charted as high or is as well known today. I think it still holds up. My favorite songs on the album, but the whole album in general is just really good, and I recommend anyone who hasn't listened to it all the way through should really give it a go. I think even for people that have never heard Van Halen before, this is a great entry into their music and their style, and anyone can enjoy it. Songs on this album have catchy guitar riffs or catchy lyrics that can get stuck in your head for weeks on end. Definitely the greatest album Van Halen has ever released, even if the charts may disagree, with this placing at number 2 and 5150 placing at number 1. It's definitely a 10 out of 10, and I think I'd even place it in like my top 3 of all time. It's really good, and I'd recommend it to anyone who has never listened to it before. All from me. Be sure to check out the album. You can find it on Spotify, iTunes, anywhere really. And thanks for watching.